people are going to keep talking, then I'm going to keep talking. My grandfather could talk to me in French Canadian, and I can understand it, but I couldn't speak it. I think the important thing to remember about speaking French is that you must be able to say expensive brands properly. And we're live. It is Saturday night here in far out Michigan, far out in the middle of nowhere. We have a new friend tonight named Thaddeus. Thaddeus is part of my friend's family, and I'm sort of watching him tonight. Something tells me that I'm not really going to have a choice when he wants to make his appearance known. He seems to push his weight around effectively. With that being said, everybody, Thaddeus, say hi, Dad. This big baby. Oh, we just met for the first time. Seriously. I opened my car door and he just crawled on my lap. And this dog must weigh a good 100 pounds, huh? You must weigh a good 100 pounds, huh? He's a good boy. Yeah, I really, really love him a lot. So, I already feel less alone out here on 120 acres. Right, Thad? I'm so glad that I have the opportunity to babysit you for a day or two, or even longer, as you might be chilling out here a little bit, I guess. You got big teeth, Thad. Wow. Big ass teeth. I mean, you're a sweetheart, but man, you do got some big teeth. And no doubt that out here in the country, you got a manly, as you can see, Thaddeus has a good manly, collar on. He's not a modern kind of dog. You can tell he doesn't have, to him, sometimes, like you're not going to catch him in a yellow collar or a pink collar. Like for me, it doesn't matter. When you buy that Bic lighter, if they're like, oh, you bought a blue wood or a black wood. Whether he's shaking the entire, by the way, he's shaking the entire RV, scratching that screwed up ear. Anyways, I was just thrilled to get home from work and have a big old baby here to watch tonight. I wasn't expecting that, and the landowner stopped out and asked could I keep an eye on him for a day or two, and once I met him, I couldn't, I couldn't say no. But he's got the full setup out here. You should see he's got a kettle. This kettle he's got is it's big enough to live in. He could live in it. Right, Thaddeus? There's water over there, baby. Go get some water. You just ate. Oh my God, you guys got to see this dog's sweet face. Can I show him? Here we go. He's a lap dog, which is he's cross-eyed. He's so goddamn cute. He's a cross-eyed lap dog. And I'm not making fun. You guys, I have a new friend. I mean, look at this. Look at this face looking back at me. Look at this face. Look at this face. He already likes me. He's like completely leaned into me, So yeah, that's pretty cool. Shucks, I'm already out of battery. That doesn't make any sense. I thought I was plugged in. Well, I can plug in though real quick. Hang on a second. I'm gonna grab my that'd be a little bit too short for my liking, you guys. I gotta grab my power cord real quick and hang on, buddy. Now you just came in. I don't think you have to go potty yet. I mean, Jesus, you must have a big bladder. I mean, uh, you know. Oh, nice to meet you, buddy. Nice to meet you. I mean, I just met him. We're hitting it off right out of the box. You got a big head. You got a big old head, big melon, big old melon. Yeah, I bet you that ear thing. You just need some rinse on that. You need it to be some rinse squeezed in there. I had a dog had that once. Boy, you look at these fucking paws, man. This dog's got some big ass paws. You know what that means? You wear some big old shoes. Well, get up there then. Well, go on and get up there. You can lay down anywhere you want, buddy. Yeah, it's a good boy. Yeah, don't mind me, guys. I got to just get something to drink. I think it's weirding the dog out a little bit that I'm, talking to someone other than him. He's like, what the hell? I got to brew up a little coffee pot here. I was going to have a beer after work, but I'll be honest with you, I don't even really feel like having a beer. I'd rather just have a nice cup of coffee. Yep, that's right. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I wasn't even really planning on going live tonight at all whatsoever, to be honest with you. But when I saw I had a new little friend here. Um, damn, I gotta blow my nose, boy. Oh, I thought I would go live and share it with you guys. Oh, sorry about that. Got chilly all of a sudden again. Yeah, it got chilly all of a sudden again here in Michigan. Oh, there's my glasses. Now I can see what the hell I'm doing. There we go. I don't know. Did you guys, anybody, Oh, hi, boy. Oh, you didn't want me to put my computer in my lap. You wanted. All right, here, I'll put the computer on your back. How about that? There you go. Did you guys see that live with Frank and Kristen the other night that I did a panel on? I thought that was a pretty good show, and I thought that well, two things. I love Frank and Kristen both, and it was the first broadcast I had done with eeny, meeny, miny, Mozilla. Let's smoke a doobie. First with Teddy that I had done any kind of appearance with him, and he seemed like a really kind of okay guy to me. I liked him, yeah, and so but as much as the case is over and all that, like I said, I still want to get to some bottom of some questions about that whole tip narrative, and I thought I defended my points in terms of Doolin's profession, or what level or echelon, if you will, of that he's at within that department effectively. I thought I was succinct, and and I appreciated both Frank and Kristen and Teddy for giving me that opportunity to sort of explain where I was coming from with that. And quite frankly, I didn't get a lot of pushback from anybody on it. So I think it's pretty much on the table. I mean, I think it's valid to. I'm not coming after anyone's head. I'm not even saying unless there was something on purpose done that anyone should be fired. I just want to identify along the way who wrote cleared on that tip narrative. But anyways, besides that, I don't just sit around thinking about that. I swear. I just wanted to follow up because I had just done that panel discussion. You can probably hear my coffee pot going nutty buddy in the background there. That panel discussion on several different things, which was supposed to be about moving forward from Delphi, and somehow I redirected it all back around to that for Frank and Kristen. I hope they're not mad at me for that, but so I mean, projects wise, I mean, again, we're looking for either a web sleuth or some sort of content creator who would like to be interviewed for episode 7. Again, when I interview somebody, it's not a gotcha moment or a situation where I'm trying to get one over on somebody. I genuinely like kind of finding out why people are motivated to do this, and also not just that, but what really sort of sets apart sometimes from others as far as being extra satisfactory. I don't think any of us as creators, and I hate saying that word because it just sounds so damn pretentious, but that seems to be the catchphrase for what they're calling us. Content. I should probably preface content creators. I forgot my point. I guess. I don't know. I'm interested what drives people. For me personally, it's not so much the true crime end of things as it is, unless I get sort of stuck on a case that like Delphi, like I think Evansdale could be, or even Flora. The Flora 4. Kiani, Cariel, Kiara, and damn, I'm so sorry. It's so hard for me to get all 4. I get 3 every time, and it's like I get 3 of the 4 different ones. But hey, Junior, I've just been talking to myself for a while. I don't know if you saw the beginning. I have a new companion for a couple nights. 100 pound lovable dog that I came home to that the property owner wants me to watch for a couple days, and I was more than happy to. And it's this dog is about the goopiest thing you ever met. He's about the sweetest dog. We've already hit it off big time. I mean, he's already in my basically on my bed, just crashed. And then when I tell you this dog is big, I've not been around a dog this large. I mean, it's not Great Dane big, but I bet you he's Great Dane heavy and nearly as big. This dog is big. His paws are like, how you doing tonight, Junior? What are you up to here at 10 o'clock? I mean, I wasn't even planning on, I forgot to plug in. Shoot. I started coffee. Junior, give me 2 seconds. I got to make a cup of coffee and plug this computer in before we go blotto. But you might still hear me talking because, I just live in an RV. It ain't like I'm in a mansion over here, in other words, you can still hear me across the room because I'm poor. Nah, I'm just kidding, man. I'm only poor in terms of money, not in terms of life experience, man. No doubt it's been a lot better this year. Yep, that's for sure. But it is getting chilly again already, so I guess it was a nice summer here. I guess we're leaves are changing, of course, and we're moving on to fall, Thaddeus, right? You big goof. You're gonna have to come back in front of the camera and take a show everybody how goofy you are. Hang on, man, I'm coming back. I just am making some coffee real quick. I just got home from work. Excuse me. Oh yeah, my cord, power cord. There we go. What the hell happened there? Well, you're just being a big dork. You're just being a big dork. You'll be fine. Okay, I'm back. The dog's looking at me out of the corner of his eye, tail's going 100 miles an hour, like, do something with me, man. Oh, man. I am doing something with you. We're occupying each other's space for the night. I mean, he's got his own RV, the dog, But I said he could stay the night over here if he wanted. Oh, here he comes. Oh, shit. Oh, you big lug. You big lug. Say hi to the camera, Thaddeus. Hey, Mustang. No, this is not my dog. I do not get rid of dogs. I get new dogs. But I am watching them for a night or two for the landowner. His name is Thaddeus. And he's super cross-eyed if you'd ever totally look at the... look over here. Can you see that? God, look at that face. Oh. Mamma mia. What a great night to come home from work. He's staring at me like I'm some kind of, best friend, I guess. He's got really weird eyes. Not weird. I don't mean that in any weird way. They're beautiful, but they're almost like albino or something. Look at this big baby. Yeah, I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting to work all day and then come home, and I thought, well, it's going to be another lonely night, you know. Not tonight. No, we'll take him out after a bit and take him for a little walk. Yup. Let him go potty waddy. He's just he's really I like his demeanor. He's just chilling, man. He's got like all 100 pounds leaning against this leg right here. And he's a big boy. But it was just instantaneous. As soon as I opened my car door, he growled at me. And I was like, what's your problem, dude? And he crawled right up in my car, and we've been best friends ever since. The dogs have a good sense of. I'm just kidding. They do have a pretty good sense. You can trust them. I'm a pretty good dude. He knows it. What you got, Mustang? How you doing, Mustang? Good to see you. I wasn't, like I said. He's my. Can I? You're not allergic to doobies, are you, buddy? I guess so. He took off. Yeah. Yeah. Just make yourself at home. Make sure you courtesy flush. That's so comforting. I ain't gonna lie, man. I do love a dog. And out here, there are some wild varmint that if I'm not quick enough to pick off with the 9mm carbine, that I feel like old Thaddeus here might scare away, because I haven't heard him bark yet. But he's a big boy. I bet he's got a big bark. And he definitely has some nice sharp teeth. So, but I had absolutely no agenda. I had probably two people, Junior and Mustang, but after I saw the dog, I go, I got to share this moment, and let everybody know that I get to watch a dog for a night or two. I'm thrilled about it. Now I'm home and I got the best instant coffee, in Michigan. That'll be Taster's Choice. Half and half, not that powdered shit. Yeah, some things are important, It's a distinguished flavor. Of course, I use all natural local honey. I have driven around the neighborhood and captured thousands of bees on my own, one at a time, to milk them for my coffee. I milk my own bees. I'm just kidding. That I just made all that up. Not the coffee part, but the bee part. Oh, good, Junior. Yeah, good. Yeah. It's not even really a show. I just wanted Thaddeus to have his moment in the spotlight, if you will. I'm not sure if he's ever been on the air, and I didn't want to be a camera whore. I like to share the spotlight. But you have a good night. I'm actually going to click off here and probably see what's going on in the world of one of your least favorite subjects, probably, and that's the disclosure subject, which is again both in the halls of Congress and on the telephone behind the scenes between and amongst the people in Congress, along with their staffs. There's a lot more whistleblowers coming out. They just had a congressional SCIF. A SCIF is an acronym that stands for Secure Compartmentalized Information Facility. And that's someplace that you will go to reveal information in hopes of not having it, get out to the wrong hands. A SCIF is probably a lead lined room to prevent like a life-size Faraday cage against EMP attacks, also against spying and listening in devices. Each person going into the SCIF would be presumably searched for any bugs, not head lice, but technical bugs that they may have implanted somewhere. So those things are going on in real life. This isn't just Derek Farmer sitting in his mom's basement going on about the aliens talking to him. They've never talked to me. Sorry about the sniffly nose. No, I'm not doing coke again. It's chilly outside and I have a sniffle. You cynical bastards. All I need is weed. These things are happening in real life, so talking about them is as topical and newsworthy as talking about, tax appropriation or Supreme Court decisions. I mean, these things are happening in the halls of our Congress as we speak. And if you don't believe me, you can Google it. And yes, I think disclosure is still coming soon. It's clearly something that not only our government definitely does not want us to know where and when the non-human intelligence on our planet is from or where they're from. And that can mean a number of things, or several things. Interdimensional, whatever that means. My human brain can't comprehend that. Interdimensional. It could also mean future humans, ultra-terrestrials in the Earth. Future humans would be time-traveling humans. T. Townsend Brown in the 50s purportedly cracked that nut. Anti-propulsion anyways. And once you, as you now have anti-propulsion, true anti-gravitic propulsion technology is indeed time travel technology. It all has to do with that space-time continuum and a quantum field, if you will. Which is why the only thing that's being really taken seriously, everything else seems to be what they call Operation Bluebeam, which I call Operation Blue Balls, which is the government possibly putting up holograms and making false events so they can basically spend a lot more tax money on defense budget. That's plausible. That's plausible. And I think it happens. However, none of that explains the orbs. The orbs that I recorded, that Scott Roeder, crime scene reconstruction specialist with a company called the Evidence Room in Ohio, who has testified in his company in over 1,500 murder trials, has verified my video. I sent him the original video from the original recording. That what I'm recording is there in front of my eyes. In other words, it's not added. He's a video analyst expert, and I do have an email chain with him, and we'll provide that when I do my big UFO show eventually. Beyond that, people go, well, why do you keep going on about it? You're always worried about your bills, and now you're watching this dog overnight, and you're hungry. What are these things doing for you? My point is, as much as there are people in our government that don't want us to know the classified reality that we've been living in for 90 years since the 1933 Magenta Italy crash that Mussolini gave that technology to Hitler, and that the Vatican secured for us after World War II. This is not just a story. This is true. It's been documented. And by the way, Pope Leo may be the disclosure pope. The disclosure doesn't have to come from the president of the United States. I wouldn't expect our government to be 100% honest about anything, and I'm quite sure that none of the elements of our government even know 100% of the extent of how many species are on our planet, what they want, and what back channel agreements they have amongst each other. Because one thing's also clear. As much as we want the government to be honest with us about what they know about anomalous craft coming in and out of our oceans and out of our skies and out of interstellar space, it seems like the visitors themselves don't want us to know. Otherwise, they would just come down here and tell us. So they both have their own agenda, leaving us humans, us regular humans here in our RVs, with dogs that we watch overnight, or children in school, or careers on the line, and bills that are due, to wonder, what are our original origins? And when is it going to come back to bite us in the ass based on some bad deal that somebody else made in our name? With that being said, everybody, have a great night. Thanks for stopping in. Try not to beckon things that you don't know about. Meaning CE5 events and seances. And, I'm a very science based person. And to say this out loud is odd, but it's the intent behind what people are doing to manifest these things that is the consciousness end of this. This is all part of the story, the consciousness end of it, and how all of us, whoever's watching, me, and these people that work for the government have the ability to contact and to summon these orbs. I didn't summon mine. Maybe somebody else did, and I just happened to catch them. There's also a hitchhiker effect that comes along with this a lot of times, where when you start talking about it and it starts happening, things will then manifest for people around you. Some people may celebrate this. I do not. I don't know what the agenda is. I don't know what it is. I only know what I saw, what I felt, and what I recorded on video, and what's been verified, again, by a video analytics expert who's testified in over 1,500 murder trials. I'll take his word for it. He called my video legit, quote unquote. So, all that being said, there's a lot going on the planet. I wouldn't let it stress you out. I doubt you are. I'm sure Junior's like, yeah, dude, whatever, you psycho. But, I feel that I am, Junior, just reporting on topical shit that's in the news at this point. It's not really as much of a fringe topic as it once was. At least not on News Nation. So stay informed. Keep your eyes to the skies. Don't deny something if it's right in front of you, but question everything. And if someone says they know all the answers, know they're blowing smoke right up your paper doll ass. Because nobody knows all the answers. And if anybody does, it's a very small handful of humans on this planet. Less than 20, I could almost guarantee it. I'm good at predictions. If you know anything about what I've already predicted in terms of this whole topic. And no, the drones aren't over. They're still flying over. None of that's over just because the media stopped reporting on it. The Melee event hasn't come yet, but disclosure is coming soon, one way or another, either by official human sources, aka Pope Leo, a president, even a foreign leader that has some credibility and proof. But if not that way, I think it will be coming from or wherever they're at, from them. Have a great night. It's Saturday. We'll try to get back on here soon with you guys. I'm not counting this as a show. So, oh, good for you, Junior. Good to give them a little brush before you go to bed. That'll make everyone in your life happy and also keep you healthy. I do the same thing. I have fewer teeth now, but that doesn't mean I brush them any less. I'm always brushing at phantom teeth. And I thank you, everybody. Have a great night. We love you here from the country here in Cass County, Michigan. And, if they abduct me, I'll try to record that experience for everybody. Good night.
yada yada, unless I know what the hell I'm doing. So this RV gets towed in here. Well, there's this like a sewer pipe or something called a sewer pipe underneath of this thing that got sort of somehow disengaged from the, I guess what we would call the crapper. So it's all just a big mess right now. Thank God there's a 24-hour Shell station around the corner. If you guys are up there watching tonight, I love you guys. Sorry I overflowed the toffee cappuccino machine once again, but it says halfway or 3/4, but that's bullshit, and you guys know it.